From CNN 10 in 2020, and a very happy new year to you. Hope your holiday amazing. I'm Zeus, and one new place you can buy CNN 10 throughout this year is on YouTube. You can subscribe to our official channel and youtube.com/CNN10. Alright, first topic this Monday, January 6th. There's international standoff happening right now between the United States and Iran, and no one knows what's gonna happen next. Military action between the two countries has been taking place in Iraq, which forms part of Iran's western border. Militias supported by Iran have conducted a number of recent attacks on military bases in Iraq. One of these assaults killed an American civilian contractor and wounded several members of the U.S. and Iraqi militaries on December 27. In response, the U.S. launched airstrike against Iran-supported militias, and on December 31st, hundreds of protesters tried to storm the U.S. embassy compound and Iraqi capital of Baghdad. They smashed windows and burned some areas, but no one was reported killed or seriously injured. U.S. officials said this attack was made by supporters and members trained by Iran. And on January 3rd, the U.S. launched an airstrike that killed Iranian General Qasem Soleimani, along with several other people at Baghdad International Airport. Soleimani was considered to Iran's most influential military leader. The U.S. blamed his hundreds of deaths of Americans and U.S. allies, and President Donald Trump said he ordered the airstrike against Soleimani because the Iranian commander was planning imminent and sinister attack in America. But critics said Soleimani's death could further destabilize the Middle East, and Iran called the airstrike an act of terrorism, promised to get revenge directly on American military side. Back and forth trade between the countries have been made of past few days, and while U.S. lawmakers have been debating whether Congress should notify about the attack against Soleimani, some leaders of other countries have been calling for calm in the release and making preparation in case there isn't. October, Iran. True. There is a country which is this nation of composed of six states and two territories. And four of those states have been impacted by bushfire. There are more than 200 of them burning in Australia, which is going through a drought and still has at least two hot summer months left for season sober. One of the blazes covered 23 square miles of the weekend. That's bigger than the New York City borough of Manhattan. In all, 23,000 square miles burned. That's more than 14.5 million acres. 24 people have been killed this fire season, and even when the flame itself can be seen, an ominous lead sky hangs over the countryside. These are the worst fires Australia has been had. Drew struck in 2009, killing 173 people and injuring 100 more. But what happening as well? This time in evacuation in Australian history. An eerie glow. We wanna never across the people working for 30 years to create the historical treasure, and though it was first discovered 1970, excavation continues at the site central China, where 200 more terracotta warriors have been located. And they're not all the same. According to the Smithsonian, all of the clay figures that unearthed so far have different features and hairstyle. Archaeologists and other the discovery measures. The celebration went up to the bang. People were having a blast. You can clearly see that when it comes to fire techniques, fireworks, it snaps to attention quickly with color pop, with fly, sparks new celebration and act is always sign of good times. Even if staying up received some people January, they are sure at 2020 vision. Welcome to the next thing. I'm Carzus and this is TNN 10. If you're watching from our homepage, the link to our New Year YouTube channel should be right under the show. Stay. Hope you see there tomorrow.